Tomorrow is Saturday, the qualifier weekend tournament, which means today is Friday, the play-in event. We have 24 hours to get a seat at the table. The format for this rotates every month. 2 months ago, it was Standard, which you guys really liked that series. Last month, it was Aether Drift Sealed, which probably most people didn't want to watch. And this month, it's actually Alchemy. I think you guys will like this. I think it's going to have all the same vibes as Standard, but with new cards. So if you're bored of seeing Mono Red every single game and Omniscience every single game, I think you'll get to see some new cards, and the deck I'm going to play here is cool. It doesn't exist in Standard, but it's very like palatable and easy to understand. It's not like getting into Commander where it's like, oh my gosh, there are 100 cards I don't know. A lot of the stuff is kind of similar to things you've already seen. So this is like the most meta deck in Alchemy, I think, or maybe like the best deck, which is all we're going for here. It's got this 1-drop called the Awestruck Signet, I think is how you pronounce that. Base case, it's a 1-mana 2/1 creature without flying. It starts at intensity 0. Every time you play a flyer, intensity goes up by 1, and when it has 3 intensity, then it becomes a 5/4 flyer with vigilance. So very powerful 1-drop. Essentially, it comes down as a 1-mana 2/1, and then once you cast 3 additional flyers, it is now a 1-mana 5/4 flying vigilance. So this is like the crux of the deck. Slam this on 1, curve out, and like you're good to go. Mockingbird is another bird flyer that's going to trigger all of our bird and flying stuff. You can play it for 1 mana to copy the Signet, play it for 2 mana to copy any of our 2-drops. It's going to be really good throughout, although not a amazing 1-drop on turn 1. We're going to run 4 Shelter by Ghost because I suspect there is going to be a lot of Izzet. There's a Steel Cutter deck that is kind of similar to the one in Standard, but it's going to have some more powerful Alchemy stuff. So I think just running main decking 4 of these is going to be good for us. Just try to run the life gain race back. Valley Quest Caller, you guys know from Standard. Whenever 1 or more rabbits, bats, birds, or mice enter, scry 1, and birds and all the other stuff get +1/+1. So this is going to be a great lord for the deck. Dazzling Denial is a counterspell made around birds. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If you control a bird, counter unless they pay 4. Plumcreed Escort, a card in Standard that never sees play. It is a 2-mana 2/1 flash flying bird. When it enters, target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. So it's gonna bird. It's gonna the bird that's gonna trigger our Signet, and then also it can be kind of a counterspell-esque thing to protect one of our creatures. The Wingbright Thief is a new card from Alchemy. It's a 2-mana 2/2 bird glimmer enchantment with flying. When it enters, target opponent reveals each non-land card in their hand. You choose one. That card perpetually, meaning forever. Even if it goes to the graveyard or is exiled or anything, perpetually means forever in Alchemy. Gains when you cast the spell, each opponent draws a card and gains 3 life. So it's kind of like the Deep Cavern Bat. We don't take the card out of their hand, but whatever we think they're going to cast next, we can target with this. And then when they do cast it, we will draw a card and gain 3 life to kind of compensate us for that. Then it's got the Noctamon Shines Again, a 3-mana enchantment saga. All creature cards you own, owning meaning they can be in the deck, they can be anywhere as far as I know, with mana value 2 or less, perpetually get +1/+1. So all of our 1-drops and 2-drops get +1/+1 forever. Phase 2 next turn is seek a creature card with mana value 2 or less and put it onto the battlefield. So, you know, we get another Signet, another Mockingbird. It would have to copy a 1-drop in that case. That's probably not the best pick. Quest Caller is going to be a great pick off of this. Escort's okay. You know, Wingbright Thief is okay. But Signet's probably great here. And then finally, all creatures you control with mana value 2 or less gain flying until end of turn. Not super relevant, except maybe the Quest Caller. If you have a couple Quest Callers out, and they're like 3/4s or 4/5s, and they all get flying, that is a big deal. So mostly, I think we get the perpetual +1 on everything, and then a free creature on turn 2, and maybe the phase 3 is a little bit of upside. The Aven Interrupter, another card in Standard that never sees play. It's a 3-mana 2/2 bird with flash and flying. When it enters, exile target spell, it becomes plotted. Plotted means they can be cast as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. So opponent tries to play a sweeper or something, we flash it and we plot it. They do get to cast it for free next turn as a sorcery, so it's coming, but we do get 1 turn off. And then the last part of this says spells your opponents cast from graveyards or from exile, including plotting, cost 2 more to cast. So actually, it's not for free. They'll have to pay 2 mana to cast it next turn. Still, it's coming. We just delay it by a turn. Maybe we can set up a Dazzling Denial counterspell to go with it. And lastly is the 3-Tree Battalion. Kind of like Collected Company or whatever the new white card is, United Battlefront, that's in Standard. This is 3 and a white for a rare instant, actually. I didn't realize it was an instant. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield, then conjure a duplicate of that card onto the battlefield. The duplicate perpetually has base power and toughness 1/1, and then put the rest on the bottom. So if we like pick up a Quest Caller, we immediately get a 1/1 duplicate that has all the text. So we get all the extra scries, we get all the extra +1/+1 lords. This is probably one of the best picks off of this. Obviously, the Signet is kind of always good. Yeah, so. And it's instant speed, which is sweet. So that's actually nice. We can play around sweepers with that too. The mana base is actually weird in Alchemy. There are no fast lands in Alchemy. I don't know why. They don't exist. maybe it's a cash grab so that you have to print this other weird land called Captivating Crossroads. Rare land, during your first 3 turns of the game, this land enters tapped if you were the starting player. So if you're on the starting player, it comes in tapped, so you cannot curve out as good on the play. If you're on the draw, you're good to go. As it enters, choose a color, add 1 mana of the chosen color. So it's kind of weird. I don't know why there are no fast lands, but this is kind of our replacement for it. We got 2 anchorages in there. And then sideboard, we got some Spell Pierce for, you know, some sweepers, some control the opponents. A couple get lost in case there's a planeswalker or maybe you're an enchantment or something. 4 rest in pieces. I don't know how prevalent Omniscience is in Alchemy. I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't know if we'll need this at all, but it's in there in case there is any kind of graveyard shenanigans. 4 Requisition Rains. I think this is going to have to come in versus the Steel Cutter decks. It's pay at least a white, and then you can spree for more stuff. If you pay 1 extra, you can destroy target artifact, like the Steel Cutter. If you pay 1 extra, potentially additionally, you can destroy target enchantment. There is a Glimmer in Izzet that I think we might want to destroy too. If you pay an additional 1, you can put a +1 counter on each creature target player controls. So I could see us at least doing the first one and the second one for like 3 mana, kill their Steel Cutter, and then put a +1 counter on all our birds. Seems decent. I think we're going to need this in the sideboard for sure. And then 2 more Dazzling Denial counter spells as well. So this is running. Honestly, it looks cool. It looks fun. It feels like standard, but with new cards, and they're all palatable. Like, this is not some crazy over-the-top thing we can't grasp, so I'm hoping you guys like this, because, yeah, we have to do it to qualify, so this is what it is. Here we go. Let's give this a run in the event, and hope we don't lose. I think we have to go 4 wins and 0 losses to qualify. Yeah, keep playing until you reach 1 match loss. So, all right. I guess this is it. Choose your champion. Azorius Flyers. Submit deck. All right, 4,000 gems down the line. Cool. Let's run it down. I've got the meta open in a side tab. So as we play, I might be looking at this thing and just try to figure out what we're up against. Looks like there'll be Azorius Flyers. There's an Orzhov Pixie deck with some new alchemy cards I probably have to learn. There are a couple different Izzet Steel Cutter decks. There's an Orzhov Dollmaker deck, which again looks basically like Pixies. There's a Jeskai Shiko deck with Day of Judgment. It looks pretty similar to standard, actually. There's only 1 new alchemy card. And there are some worse decks. There's a Mardu Mobilize, a Boros Mobilize, and a Grixis. Every single card is new. I have no idea what this deck does. Yeah, we will learn that one as it comes. So, yeah, I think it'll be cool. Let's give it a go. We're on the draw. We have no 1-drops. We have double Quest Caller into the 3-tree Battalion. It's also best of 3, so I think this is actually fine. The Quest Caller is a fantastic card in general. I got the Lance to cast the Battalion. I think it's okay. I would prefer to have the busted 1-drop in your opening hand, but I don't think we're going to mulligan this away. How many takes the Multi 6? It's Simic. Talents. Okay. Yeah, we don't really know what they're playing, so we're a little bit in the wild west here. Not like we can do anything different for now. Alright, it's actually, probably Steel Cutter? That is a Steel Cutter spell. Illuminating Lash. 3 damage to any target. You get a 1-time boon with when you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Alright, seems pretty good. We're on the draw here, so we can get this thing down. Tapped if you were the starting player. We were not the starting player. So we can do this whenever, I think. I don't think we have to do that now. Okay, let's attempt to play our 2-mana 2/3. And then, do we just fire off Shelter by Ghost? They stock up. It's tough, because if they go land here, we can pretty easily get through it with the Lash. I think we need the second Quest Caller out. I think we need to get above 3 toughness before we Shelter, ideally. It's a little bit awkward sequencing-wise, because then we're going to want a 3-tree Battalion. It's close. We got to figure out a way. Can we wait on Shelter so that way we don't die? Or do we have to Shelter early just so we don't get absolutely domed over the head? two things. I think you can't do it just yet. I think we go for this instead. Give it one more turn to shelter. How good is this? Next turn we're going to 3-tree Battalion. It's a little bit late for this card, right? They all intensify by 1. I don't think this is the card we want to draw next, although it's a little bit better than land. Seems like next turn we'll 3-tree, and then turn after we can, like, shelter. It's only good if we get multiples. I mean, what else do we want instead? More shelters would be fine. Even Mockingbird would be good. I kind of feel like it's too late for this card, and it is a 1-drop. So we'll try to scratch the bottom. If we hit a land, we'll be sad. Unclear if that's the right move. And then, yeah, like I said, the big question is, do we shelter this turn, or because we have to, because we're going to die, or do we have time to 3-tree Battalion on the draw? I'm hoping they don't have enough removal to kill the 4 toughness creature. Alright, so this is their enchantment glitter thing. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control that are otters and or enchantments get +1/+1 until end of turn. So yeah, I think we go no blocks here. I think we let them rage, and we might just shelter onto the quest caller. They do nothing, okay. Oh gosh, another card. When you cast a creature spell against prowess and haste. It's really not a bad shelter turn. It's too bad we didn't hit anything else playable. We could have a crazy defense mounted, though. I think we do have to be mana efficient here. I'm not sure if we attack. Mockingbird for 1 is bad. This is going to get us a lot of life here. So what are they going to cast next turn is the question. Tons of scries. Ho ho! Okay. Alright. We'll be on the draw. I think the Interruptor's probably not amazing on the draw. We'll already be so far ahead by then. I think this is the card that comes out, maybe. And in theory, we put in the Requisition Raid to kill the Steel Cutter. Spell Pierce isn't bad on the draw, because we could hold it up on 1. We could run this like instead of Dazzling Denial. I think it's going to be a little bit better, maybe. Hopefully Requisition Raid has targets. Like, killing the Glimmer is okay? I think it'll be okay, because we can always just put a bunch of +1 counters on, right? Get Lost. Yeah, I think this is alright. I think this is what we're going with. Hopefully this is the right call over the Interrupter. I think it makes sense to me. 24 lands. We could almost cut a land. We have so many 1-drops now. Yeah, let's give it a go. Thank you all for the birthday comments yesterday, by the way. Very nice. Lots of you guys said that. There was one really funny one. I forget what it was, though. It was a nice comment in general. Grebe Meek says, I have no idea why I'm watching you. I have never even half of the cards and no idea what you doing, but you're so wholesome. Keep doing what you doing, bro. Thanks so much. And happy birthday. And a second comment was added after that. 1 year closer to Eternal Darkness. Congratulations. Thank you, Retinue HDJ. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I'm feeling good about aging. The day before my birthday, or at least like leading up to my birthday, I was like, oh god, I really don't want to get any older. But then once I turned it, I was like, no, it's gonna be okay. Alright. We're on the draw. The Thief is good, like the life gain is good. I think this is fine to keep. Again, none of our busted 1-drops, but I'm not gonna mulligan this. Surveil land. Okay. Begin here. Aha, that's interesting. I have yet to... Oh gosh, what does this card do? Tomb of Gadwick. Sweet. A 1-mana artifact equipment. Quick creature gets +1/+0 and has ward 1. Whenever quick creature attacks, can draw a random card from the tome into your hand. I have no idea what those cards are going to be. Preordain. Okay, a lot of, like, cheap stuff. That's sick. Dude, alchemy's cool. Okay. We're just doing this. So they're going to equip this? Give it ward 1. Sure. Alright, so the question is, what do they want to cast next turn? They could spend 1 mana equipping. Last card's a land. This is a removal spell that deals 2 damage. That's probably the thing they most want to do. They have the lands, though. Cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. I mean, they want to use the shanty. That's just what wants to happen here. So, let's do that. Because every time they cast a shanty, the next one gets better. And they don't want to waste their 3 damage spell on the thief, in theory. Okay, they do it anyway. They don't want to give us the card draw. So they have a 3/2 ward, and they conjure like a random like ponder or opt into their hand, which is kind of sweet. Noctumen feels a little slow here. That means we could thief, which I don't think is that bad. Maybe. This feels like not the thing we're trying to do. If we do this first, it does survive the shanty, but target creature or planeswalker. I think we're okay just doing this. I think life gain's important. Stock up. Obsessive search. Draw a card. I mean, they probably most want to like stock up here, I guess. Let's get the stock up too. Cool. I don't think we need to play the bird for 1 to copy. I think I'd rather wait 1 more turn. We could get some good copies off the 3-tree battalion. They have no counter spells for the 3-tree turn, which is nice. Though we conjure a duplicate. Is that a token? No, it's a real card. So, like, bouncing it with this town, I think we can still replay it. Alright, do the prowess thing. I think it's no blocks. Feels like they'll have a way to prowess through us. Also, creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block it. Alright, so we cannot block anyway. They get another opt for free. It's kind of disgusting. Feels very snowbally. They hold open 3 open mana. They could have like a spell pierce here. I don't really think we have a choice though. I mean, they could just be holding this town. I think we have to go for the battalion. Copying the thief is okay. Let's see if they can get a counterspell off of this thing. Hold on, how do I do this? Ponder, sorcery, scry, brainstorm, mill, peak. Okay. I mean, there's no counterspell in here. It feels like they just want a shanty. I think we are going for this. It sucks that they have the spell pierce, but two of these cards are like, oh, we get it. All right, nice. That's kind of huge. All right, intensity goes up. We do draw a card and gain 3 life off of our effect. We have the next battalion. They didn't have counterspell last turn, which is huge. Heme to the Ages. Uh-oh. Draw cards equal to the spell's intensity. That's crazy. Don't need the next land. I think we're attacking here. I think we kind of have to get him dead. I'm still assuming they can, like, Monstrous Rage through us, basically, although maybe this deck doesn't run. Maybe don't. Maybe Monstrous Rage isn't good enough to make it. Is it deck? Yeah, I actually don't know if people run that. Alright, this is crazy. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control that are otters or enchantments get +1. Ah, that's why you run the otter, I guess. Extra incentive. Okay, another talent. It's a 5-4. You can't block it anyway. Alright, we're looking for a shelter here. 1 mana open. So we went double Mockingbird. We have a huge battlefield, but we still might not be able to handle this thing. It's an interesting option, though. We're down to 12. Yeah, double Mockingbird isn't bad. Or even like Mockingbird plus Noctumen. Battalion just isn't very efficient mana-wise. And I feel like the effect we want is kind of the effect we can get out of the hand anyway here. So I think we'll start with a Mockingbird. See if we can't slow him down. So X equals 1. I think to copy the quest caller. Thief is interesting though. We get the Scry. You on top is okay. Because if we draw you, we can cast you with another Noctumen, I guess. This can be Bird. Okay. It's big. How much can we attack with? We have a 4/5 back to block. They could bounce it very easily with this town, though, so I kind of think we want one more back to block. Nobody's got flying. Are they going to get past 5 for it? They could probably get the Otter up as big as they want, honestly, and it's unblockable. I think we do need one blocker back. I think we'll leave back one quest caller here. We could leave back everything, but if the Otter is always unblockable, then I also think we have to put on some amount of pressure. We shall see. You could see why the third phase of Noctumen to give everyone flying would be actually clutch. If we were one turn closer to that, we just have lethal. They do the stock up. This one gives us, does it not give us a life? Any card? They cast a different stock up from hand, I think. Because I think we picked stock up earlier with one of our thieves. Okay, so now it's got 5 power, now it's got 6 power, so we can't block it anyway. They do go ahead in this town, but we did leave one blocker back, but it doesn't actually matter because everything is huge. So is this lethal no matter what? The answer is yes. Okay. So we block here and take lethal. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay. Well, we haven't seen Steel Cutter yet, but I think they have to run it. I don't think Get Lost would be terrible here. I mean, they shouldn't have infinite creatures, right? Unless they have the Steel Cutter, that's the thing. We're on the play this game, so I think instead of Spell Pierce, we could put back the Dazzling Denial if we wanted to run any counter spells. I'm trying to figure out if Get Lost is good. There's no chance they don't run Steel Cutter. I think it's impossible. I think Requisition Rate is still good, especially on the play. No, I think we'll do it like this. And hope we have our busted one drop in hand on the play. Oh, those were kicked out of the tournament. That'll be the end of our first game. Come on, we can't let the video end here. Come on. Let's go. Good opening hand. We'll be on the play. Hand is busted. Ish. Busted enough. Keep. Let's go. The Signet. The Signet coming in hot. The 1-mana 2/1. Let's hope they don't have removal on 1. Do they know to kill it immediately? They read it. Do you have the little red intensity spells? Question. Yes. Dead immediately. Okay. Fine. Too bad. Yeah, I guess technically, right here. Not bad. I meant to play Cavern Souls. Double Otter. Okay, I mean, I think we're playing this out because we could hit some lords off the battalion soon. That's kind of a waste of a copy. But we're going to curve right into the battalion, right? We could have some huge flyers. I think with double battalion, you just want to play it all out, honestly. We could also copy an otter, by the way. Prowess. How good is that? Probably not worth it. I think we're just copying this guy. Sure. Alright. Battalion off the top. Better be good. Down to 14. Here we go. Bird. Come on, baby. Light it up. Yeah. I mean, that's about as good as we can get. Mockingbird on top. Copies the Lord again. Play it for 1. I mean, I think it's a good keep. I think we'll just battalion again, though. I think we drop him as low as we can. Like, we can't block the otters anyway, so we might as well attack. Stock up. That does not look like a win on the spot. We could definitely get him here. Can you skip phases with a Noctumen? Let's see. I don't think so. Some cards let you skip, I don't know how you know. One red. I think we got him here. We just copy the we copy the Quest Caller, make the Plum Creeds 5/5, swing for lethal. Yeah, I think we just got him here. Let's go. All right. We don't lose the first match. Deck is busted. It's interesting we didn't see Steel Cutter at all. All right, 1 win down. We just have to go 3 more without losing a single game. Should be pretty easy, right? Nowhere to go but forward. All right. We can't change the deck. I think Requisition Raid is the right sideboard card. But no Steel Cutters. They for sure had 4 Steel Cutters in that deck, right? I think there's no way they didn't. But I do think Alchemy is the Wild Wild West. There's very little data on Untap.gg. Just not that many people play it. It's possible people play Janky Brews. Possible I didn't even know about Steel Cutter. Maybe dude just likes playing Alchemy and, I don't know, just doesn't follow news or something. Like, who knows? Who freaking knows? Dead Dove. Do not eat. Alright, well, we are playing the Birds deck. We'll be on the play. 2-lander. Crossroads comes in tapped. We could still play the Signet on 1 and hope to hit another untapped land. I think it's a fine keep. But we do stumble on 2 a little bit. I think we still go Signet on 1. I think the card's too good. On the play, if you prioritize the Quest Caller, we could Signet on 3 and try to scry into the next land if we're still missing land drops. Opponent thinking about the mulligan. They do take the mulligan. I think it's just Signet on. Just make them have an answer. See if we can't run away with the game somehow. The bird animation sound is nice too. Classic scary bird pterodactyl thing. It's Orzhov. We do hit the next white source. That is great. Let's go ahead and prioritize the Quest Caller. No stick. It's a 3/2. So I'm expecting Pixies, which I do think is a meta deck. Orzhov, a Pixie-esque thing. I might have to read some other cards. There's a Rat Glimmer also. I think we sack the Signet and keep the Scry Power. Yeah, I think so. Okay. It's this thing. Shelter is very awkward because we take their thing and they like know where to run. Or shelter us back, or momentum breaker us back. Pixie, pick it up, put it back down. Yeah. So what is a good sideboard against this? That's a good draw. And it's no longer the first 3 turns of the game, so this can just be blue, which is nice. That's actually a nice card. Okay. Yeah, Shelter just isn't going to be good into Momentum Breaker, so I think we just 3-tree it up. Mockingbird for 1 is not so good. Quest Caller is always very good. Double Signet is okay, but I think it's just Quest Caller. Double Quest Caller is just so good. Okay, don't need more land. And they're all going to get flying next turn as well. That's a huge turn for us. Yeah, 3-tree Battalion's nasty. Into Quest Caller is very nasty. Okay, 2 mana Overlord. Get some value. Get back. This is a new alchemy card for me. Dedicated Dollmaker. 2 mana 2/2 Dwarf Artificer. When it enters, exile up to 1 other creature. Oh, any non-land permanent. Oh shit. Create a copy of it, so it'll come in as the 5/5. We have 11 damage presented. 12/13. So they're going to momentum break. It's a token? It is a token, so we can definitely take it with Shelter, I guess, at a bare minimum. I think we're happy if they kill the Escort, although it is a flying creature, but they'll have double Pixie, so flying doesn't matter that much. I think I'd rather them kill the Escort over anything else. If they had a way to. Let's take the token and the flyer. I think it's a little bit risky. I don't think they can kill a 4 toughness creature. I think we're doubling up here. Very close to lethal. Drop to 1. Even if they'd have to momentum break 3 times to get through all of it, we still have a flyer. They'll be able to block with a Pixie. We'll see what they can do here. If they have another momentum breaker in hand, they can do 2, get rid of both, still have a flying blocker. I don't know what we sideboard in. They can sideboard and split up. They can sideboard and know where to run. Okay, there's the first momentum breaker. Pest control. Okay, you can go. 2 mana left. Do you have one more, 3 toughness. Now could be nowhere to run. Yeah, they got it. Okay. Too bad. Pick up the breaker. Yeah, that is not good. It's good top deck as far as top decks go. Not a land. Swing with the 4/5. Close to getting out of this, for sure. I didn't see nowhere to run in the main deck of, like, the version I'm looking at. Otherwise, we could have prioritized putting, stacking shelters on the 4 toughness creature. So that was probably a mistake on my part. But I didn't see it in the main deck. I thought maybe it wasn't good enough to run in the main deck. We keep going here, though. X equals 2. We try. X equals 1, rather. If we get a Pixie... If we enter as a copy of this... Tokens you control get indestructible until end of turn. I don't think that matters. I think we can just copy our own thing. It's fine. Take the scry. Keep scrying land to the bottom. We have to keep pressuring, I think. Take the Pixie here. Yeah, if we had stacked the 4 toughness, I think we could have lived there. Just did not know where to run his main deck in alchemy. Or at least they chose to. The most played version does not do that. Okay. Alright. A bat? So if we get a collected company off the top, could still be okay. Three flyer. 4/4 does block our 3/4. Blocks. Nope. No attacks here. Might as well play it in case they have a discard effect. Whew. Alright, that'll be game 1. Requisition Raid is interesting. For 3 mana, we could pick off one of their bounceable enchantments. There's the rat I was talking about. Each reason you may cast a permanent spell from among non-aura, non-creature permanent cards in your graveyard. If you do it freshly, it becomes 2/1 rat creature. Damn. Whew. Okay. How do we sideboard? Do you sideboard enchantment hate here? And you take out shelter because it just dies to nowhere to run. Probably take out shelter. It did take out the token, which was interesting. But yeah, most of our stuff can't survive nowhere to run. So on the play, maybe something like Spell Pierce would be better, honestly. I don't know that we run shelter. Seems like not the right call. Feels like Spell Pierce is just better. Even like some more counter spells could be good. They had some graveyard stuff, right? Graveyard would shut off the Overlord. Would also shut off the rat mischievous thing. I don't know if that's worth main decking versus them. They have 8 cards that benefit from the graveyard. They're not gonna have that. The rat is nasty. Get Lost could also be okay here, right? They try to pick up an enchantment, we just destroy it. Maybe it's a little better than the next counterspell. I don't think they have any artifacts for triple value off the Requisition Raid. I think a couple Get Lost could be okay. Or we could just protect our shit, right? Maybe on the play we just run the counterspells. That means we have no answers to a giant scavenger. We have no removal spells, just counter spells on the play. Alright, let's give this a go, I think. No, I think this is okay. Alright, we'll give this a go. We run full counters over Get Lost. Could be a mistake. Maybe we should run 2 Get Lost and two of the Flutter counter spells. Be on the play. 0 lander, I like that. Okay, try again. 3 lander. Fantastic opening hand. Okay. Definitely keep this. Double white. We actually have no blue for Spell Pierce yet, so that, I think, has to be the card to go. We just cannot cast it. So, I think that's it. Otherwise, I might consider keeping it. White on 1, Signet on 1. Alright, well, that does open up, blue. We stick, swing for 3. Hold the Interrupter. I think we sack the Signet, keep the Scries every turn. Yeah, I think that's right. Crossroads, we can play that next turn. Flash in the Interrupter for what it's worth. Okay. It's a little bit of tempo advantage. If you weren't the starting player, this costs 1 less to cast. Alright. Target player reveals each non-land card in their hand with mana of 4 or less. Choose a card revealed this way. Exile that card. Alright, I mean, it's gotta be this then. Otherwise, getting exiled. Do we have to plot it? I guess we have to. Otherwise, you just let it resolve. The Signet on top. It gives us a Scry. It'll be a 3/2. It does feel like it's not enough. We have so much land in hand. I kind of think it's not enough. It gives us 1 more Scry. But I even think like a counterspell would be good here. I think I'm gonna bottom it. Exile Momentum Breaker. Create a token copy of it. Sack one of our creatures. I think we have to keep the Quest Caller around. Yeah, they're kind of just wrecking us here. That's a good top deck, for sure. Again, I just don't think it gives us a double Scry now. Probably just a single Scry. It's better than a land. It does not fly. It does not really get through their creature. I don't think it's good enough. This can come in on white. Can run it back. The Interrupter died, so they don't have to pay 2 more. So now it's a free 0 mana plotted spell. Okay, they exiled a Signet from our graveyard, sure. Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, we have no get lost to deal with it. Quest Callers are good. Is it good enough? I don't know. Probably not against Lifelink. Nope. I mean, we need the Collected Company. That's what we need. Keep going. Bird. And we have the Scry to dig for it. Does not look like the game is in our favor currently. They get a Pixie here. Even if they get the Doll Maker, they pick it up. They go get them. Oh, Momentum Breaker token. Can you exile a token? Non-token. Alright, still they get a 5/5 out of the deal. They re-mill. This is a nasty deck, I'll tell you that. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. We have no attacks here. We could hold it in hand in case they try to use... Might as well play it out, I guess. Okay, no attacks into the 5/5. Yeah, I mean, I think that's game. Ooh! Wait, they didn't attack. Hold on. Alright, let's go. Come on, baby. Oh! No! Oh, man. Oh! Alright, alright. Alright, now it's game. What does this card do? Enchantment spells you cast have Convoke. Damn. Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, conjure a card named Mothlight Processionist into your hand. This card, that card at the beginning of the next. I might try this deck next. It looks freaking nasty. Our deck is nasty too, but boy, being able to hit as many Momentum Breakers as you want is certainly nasty. Plus, they can run Shelter versus the Otters. Plus, they still get this Noctumen card, which is, yeah, the deck overall very nasty. I like it a lot. We have really no good blocks here. We take 14, which is not lethal. I mean, I think we have to keep our double scries. We could double block someone. I'm pretty sure we're out of this game. What would it take to win here? We have to hit another 3-tree battalion. Hit double quest scholars. Make everyone 5 whatevers. Have 4 blockers. We still lose to a single thing that gets through, right? So I think we would double block here, essentially. I don't think we win either way. I mean, we can get back one of them this way, so let's attempt it. They have 2 men open, they can flash in, they know where to run, but I think you have to try. I think we are so far behind that you can take what you can get. Okay. If it wasn't game before, it's about game now. Nasty. Very, very nasty. Overall, super fun, though. That ain't gonna do it. Overall, super fun. Yeah, we'll definitely run this back. Expect some more alchemy content. Maybe we'll also pump out a standard video per day, but this is honestly very fun and very different. Maybe I'll get tired of it in the next 24 hours as I try to do this. But yeah, it's kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, kind of sick gameplay. So we'll claim our loss. We get back 2,000 gems, so half the price is not that bad. And we will give it another go. Whew. All right, so if you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Memberships, there are memberships, you can do that stuff too. And yeah, have a great day. I will see you in the next one. We're gonna keep going for sure. It was a good time.